Body along. It is 20 minutes away from lunchtime. Yes, I know I'm running a little bit late, and well, it is my fault. I'll take credit for that. 24 degrees downtown. You're heading, well, your high today, 21 degrees by the weatherman. Still climbing to my prediction at 28 degrees. Barbara's 27. It's Friday, March the 4th. You're right here at Galaxy. Let me do this.
Galaxy 107fm.
That's right, you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM. Got to welcome along everybody that's joining us this morning on Facebook Live. So very happy to be able to have you guys along again this morning. And if you're going to watch this a little later on over there on YouTube, you know what to do, right? No, you do. You really, yeah, you do, actually. Sub, thumb, bell. Bingo. Bell notifications when we have important people like Milton Blake joining us today, coming out of Cleveland. Or, you know, get epileptic on that thumb thing. Really, like us. Show me how much. Yeah, literally. And believe me, today I'm very, very happy to announce that we are in association with Rise Up TV, Big Record, and Sony Music. Yes, The Orchard, right here at Galaxy. Today we have Milton Blake joining us. Check this out.
Another indie artist interview brought to you by Galaxy 107fm in association with Rise Up TV, Big Record, and Sony Music The Orchard.
And we're off. So, Milton, I have been loving your music for a little while now, my friend. I really, really have.
Give thanks, man. Give thanks, you know. Give thanks.
Well, I've got to let you know it's not easy getting an interview here at Galaxy. It really, really isn't. So you've ticked all the boxes. You really have. It's got to go before a board of any given meeting. It could be 8 or 12 people, and their only interest, literally, my friend, is our image. You know, is it good for our image?
Well, yes.
Once it's all past that, it goes back to Barbara in production. They sort of, you know, argue it out whether or not, you know. Then Barbara hands me a USB device that I play in my car.
Right.
The reason why, a couple of reasons why I play in my car literally is, A, I've got a very, very cool stereo in my car, I really do. But more importantly, you see, I don't get any information. Doesn't tell me the title, doesn't tell me the artist, doesn't tell me nothing, just plays the music, right? So therefore, I can decide whether or not I want to do the interview. Got me?
Okay.
The other reason, and believe me, this is true too, is nobody wants to ride with me.
Yeah?
Yeah, no. Nobody wants to drive with me. Nobody does.
Well.
Now, Terry Van Cannon is joining us this morning. Nice to have you on board, brother man. Terry is coming out of North Carolina, and this is a master on the slide steel, Milton. He really, really is. And he's been listening to your music a bit too. I got to be honest.
Big up, Terry. One love.
I tell you what I'm going to do is I'm going to get Barbara to put you and Terry in touch with each other. You never know what might come of that.
Give thanks.
Believe me.
Give thanks.
And Terry does a really, really cool reggae track himself.
Yeah.
He really does. He really does. Smoke him if you got him. Love it. Absolutely love it. I really do. So, Milton, there's a lot of inspirational music here, my friend. Is a lot of this based on true life experience?
Well, most naturally, you know, and I would say my songs come from inspiration, whether it is from my chatting physically or it's from someone else.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But as you see, I do not really sing make believe. It is realistic, you know.
Gotcha.
You know, living in this world, we see so many things we can sing about, you know, because it's happening. As I said before, happening to other people, happening to us, you know, the lifestyle.
Milton,
So, you know,
I'm just going to have
yeah.
to cut in there, my friend. We've got about 10 seconds to go. So let's have some fun.
All right.
That's right, you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM, and today, ladies and gentlemen, we bring you what I am absolutely fascinated with is reggae star Milton Blake. Now, believe me, I absolutely love Milton's work. I got to be honest, I'm an engineer. I have a listen to music more intently than most people would. In fact, I don't listen to music as a fan. I am an engineer, you know what I mean? So I break it down, try and work it out, how it's done, why it's done, who did it, all that sort of stuff. Today, I can't fault this music. I really can't. I love it. I really do. And I got to welcome along Pamela Toza Harbottle as well from Rise Up TV. Nice to have you on board. And welcome back again, my friend. It was nice to see you in the last interview as well. Also, the Don Pearson. Is this Tim or is this Don that's joining us right now? Believe me, nice to have either or of you or both of you joining us as well. It really is. And I got to say, Milton Blake, welcome to Galaxy.
Yeah, thanks. How you doing? How you doing, brother DJ Grant? I would like to say big up to yourself and the Galaxy 107 family, Empress Barbara Hawkins, and all the listeners out there in reggae land or music land. One love. Yes.
Absolutely a pleasure to have you on board, my friend. It really, really is. And such a pleasure to meet you finally myself. Believe me, I have listened to your music intently, and really, for the first time I'm meeting you, it is an absolute pleasure. It really is. Having said that, we started off the show with Nuclear Age. Now, tell me a little bit about this. Where did the lyrics come from?
All right. To be honest, this song was done in 2019. I was here at home watching the news. I was watching the news where I think it was something with Obama and all these guys, you know, they were, you know, this, you know, wanted and talking about the war and all that. I was like in the living room and I just got up because I did have this beat for a while now. I've gotten from the producer, which is Pickup. He's a big international producer. Lloyd Pickup Dennis. So when I was watching the television, I was like, I need to put something together based on these wars across, you know, going on across the globe. So I just came in this room, because this room I'm in talking things about studio room. So I just came in, put out the beat, pick up my pen and paper, and it just started to flow naturally, you know? Yeah, it just started to flow naturally. And then, what is so amazing about this song? That song was recorded from that time, 2019, and as you can see right now, what is taking place. So it's like, I've prophesied this, what is taking place now. If you look at the lyrical content, it's really talking about now.
Yeah.
Yes.
I got to be honest with you. I see exactly where you're coming from. But at the same time, my friend, let me tell you a little bit about New Zealand here. Way back in the day, way back in the 80s, I used to be associated with a band called Herbs, which is a reggae band. And they brought out a protest song called French Letter, which is basically, would you believe, Nuclear Age back in the day. So believe me, this is where I hooked into you, my friend, when I very first heard this track, Nuclear Age. It took me back to my good friends back in the day and how we used to protest back then about all the French stuff going on in Muir Atoll, for instance, you know what I mean? And when I heard this, literally, I was that impressed. I went, wow, somebody else understands what we used to fight for back then. And it's still today. Somebody gets it. I really, really must commend you on that. I really do.
Thank you very much, man. All praises to the Most High for the inspiration, that He gave me to put these beautiful composition together. Yes, and yeah, this song is a powerful song, and right now this song is getting so much rotation globally because it is like in the present. You know what I'm saying? The song is in the present right now. Yeah.
Well,
yeah, the world in a nuclear age.
I can back that up, literally, my friend, because right now I've been told that 2,191 requests for Nuclear Age since we've been playing it. So believe me, people are listening, people are asking for your music.
Thank you very much, man. It's a blessing, it's a blessing. Wow.
Now,
wow.
Tell me about People Need Jar, because believe me, I think this is a very, very powerful song. More so powerful in the message that's getting across here. So let's get right in depth here. Tell me the skinny about this track.
People Need Jar was from my very first album or CD, and that's the title track. This album was released in 2010. 2010. That was my first production, which is me produced that album, with great musician, totally top of the line musician, Dean Fraser, Sly and Rob, you name it, that played on this album, And to be frank, Mr. Grant, I have to send you, when we finish this interview, I'm gonna need your email, your address. I have to send you the hard copy of this album.
Well, I'm going to ask you one better. I'm going to ask you one better than that, Milton, and I really, really am. Instead of sending me just one hard copy, how would you like to put a box load together for me, pass them over here, so that we can do a Milton Blake giveaway? And believe me, we would be very honoured to send them around the world for you. What do you reckon?
That's great. That's lovely.
Done deal. And I tell you what, Barbara will put all of that together. Now, Milton, before we get into People Need Jar and before we play that, I do have a fan question for you from Raquel coming coming out of Nebraska. And she's asking, as a fan, how do we get hold of you? Are you on Facebook? Are you on Twitter? Are you on Instagram? Are you a talker? But more importantly, Milton, do you respond?
Okay. Big up to that listener and the person who called. What's the person's name again?
Raquel.
Raquel. Big up yourself, Raquel. Yes, you can find me on all the media platforms, all the major media platforms, the Facebook, the Twitter, the Instagram, just Google search Milton Blake. My songs are there also, Bandcamp, all the major platforms. My album, my latest album, Temporary Obstacles, which consists of same track, Nuclear Age, and also People Need Jar there online also. You can get it on Bandcamp also. So you can find me right. Just Google search Milton Blake, and so much thing you find about Milton Blake. All the connections are there.
That's very cool, my friend. Very shortly, I have another fan question for you, but first of all, here, joining us live at Galaxy is Milton Blake. People Need Jar. How you feeling, Milton? You okay?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm cool.
Nice.
Hold on a minute.
How many?
Let me reach it. Oh, we're off the air right now, right? This is the People Need Jar.
I like it. I really do. And
well, I will tell you some of them. This is my very, very first project, man.
Very cool. This is Lion and Lioness Productions, isn't it?
Right, that's my label.
Yeah, bro. I've read the bio, bro. I have read your bio. I've been told that there's 521 countries logged in this morning.
Whoa.
Not bad. That's not bad. That's not bad.
We have to do a giveaway. I'm going to send you the CD, and you guys can put together a nice giveaway. We have to give the people something.
Absolutely.
Yes.
By the way, I got to say, while I've got the chance, thank you for the voice drop you did. We played
Okay.
the hell out of that.
You're welcome. And I'm gonna fix you guys some more. It's just that my studio is down. Actually, I used that on I did that on the what you call it? I used the, let me see what his name here again. The Audacity.
Okay. All
Because
right.
when Empress Barber told me, I told her I want to give her a jingle. A guy is supposed to come here and reset my studio. So I said, whoa, what am I gonna do? So I just downloaded Audacity, because it's not something I'm even too familiar with. And I'd run a quick tutoring. I said, okay, that's how we done. Bam, 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 I just did it. You know? But when my studio up, I'll be giving you some classic things to play. All right?
Now you're exciting me. You really are, Milton. You really are. Sean Simpson is joining us. Hello, Sean. Love you, darling. We really do. Thank you for being such a hardcore Galaxy fan. You know, you really are. Love it. Gosh, it's hot in here. Really is. How many cities?
591.
591 cities, my friend, are logged in right
Oh,
now.
it's a blessing.
It's not bad. It's not bad.
It's a blessing, man.
We are
Yeah.
literally sending you out around the globe right now. We are. Bro, you're a superstar.
Huh?
You're a superstar.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you for putting the crowd. Thank you for sending me across the globe. Yeah, give thanks, Mr. Grant.
Do you know Denroy Morgan?
Yeah, I know that, Roy.
Okay. Well, I haven't checked you about that.
Morgan, you know his daughter name is Queen Africa.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah, we are all know studio vibes and all that, you know.
Nice. We know the Morgan heritage family and everything like that as well. We do.
Right.
Milton, Sherry coming out of Paris, France is asking, are you looking at doing the world tour anytime soon? Would you come and visit in Paris, play for them?
Okay, well, as I say, my team is putting things together. As you know, we're just, this COVID pandemic is kind of residing, going down. So, everyone is still, on the edge where this is concerned. So, as we see it residing and start to simmer down, we start to put things together. So, I know I'll be coming in Europe very soon, as my desire. And New Zealand for sure.
Yeah, well, I'm going to talk to you about that a little later on. But first of all, Milton, it's nice that you actually brought up the pandemic thing. Has that affected you drastically in your career right now? Have you? Are you doing any gigs right now, or are you doing more writing and recording?
All right. This is what happened now. I'm grateful for the pandemic in my selfish way. All right? But I'll explain now. During the pandemic, I took the time out to spend more time in this room. I recorded 4 albums. Listen, I recorded 4 albums right here during the whole lockdown period. Right? I recorded over 80 songs.
That's a hell of a lot of work, my friend.
Listen, yeah, right in this room I'm talking to you from Mr. Grant. Yeah, I recorded 80 songs. So, in that sense, from the band, on my behalf, I received good from it. So that's the reason why I could even have my studio down for even 2 months now and not even rushing, because actually I have a lot of work active. Like, I'll be having this album, I have an album releasing next month on the 2nd. It's titled Fend. So I want you to look out for that album. It is titled Fend. You know, and you have a track they're playing right now which is going to be on the album too. It is Looking for Love. That track is also on the album also. Coming Fend. You know, so yeah, the pandemic do a great thing for me, but right now, as we say, it is dying out in a way. So we're planning on getting on the road, especially to even start to promote this new album, even just in the US region for now then. And you know what I'm saying? Until we can cross the borders without being interrupted, without physical, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
Yeah, I totally get that. Believe me, here in New Zealand, we are just starting to get the feel again. We have had a couple of goes at it, I've got to be honest with you. It seems like 2 steps forward, 6 back. Every time somebody throws a concert, a festival, something like that, yeah, down comes the curtain again, and we're put back that much more, which is, you know, for a promoter, not only do we do radio, but Barbara has her own entertainment company, almost 2.5 years now without doing a job, if you know what I mean, takes its toll on everything right there.
Everything.
Yeah, absolutely. Not only for Barbara, but moreover for the people that Barbara employs and puts together to be able to make the whole enchilada work as smoothly as it does. You know, we've lost staff and all sorts of things that we're going to have to rebuild the whole thing again to make this work the way it did. But at least we have the modular of, you know, how we did it the first time. We go straight back in and find staff. That's the minor part of it. But
it's going to be more powerful this time, man. You're going to be rocking harder.
Exactly. Well, you know, the first time, I've got to be honest with you, nobody actually saw this pandemic coming. You know what I mean? We weren't prepared for that. I've got to be honest with you. You know, we're prepared for drunk people, but we're not prepared for pandemic people. Come on.
So I tell you something. I was on the road starting the tour for temporary obstacle. The pandemic catch me on the road in March. We have to break my tour and get back home. I did like 4 shows and a show there that was cancelled. Everywhere, every city was closing down after. And back home, and my team.
Yeah, believe me, my friend, you're not the only one. I speak to bands every day, literally, and on the days that I'm not doing interviews, I even speak to bands then. It's been a universal cry from each and every genre of music around the world. This has had its major effects. It really has. So having said that, my friend, we are starting to look at maybe just very, very shortly over the next number of months or so, we might actually start looking at getting international artists back into the country. And you did indicate that you may like to come to New Zealand and perform in front of... We would love to be able to have you here in New Zealand, we really do. But do you know much about New Zealand?
No.
Well, okay.
I'm going to know more about you people right now. Trust me.
Unlike the last artist we spoke to, we are not Australia. Okay? We really aren't. We're a little east of Australia, got to be honest with you. We kind of think that Australia is our West Island. We want to own it, to be honest.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
We do.
Yes.
You know, just because it's the biggest continent in the world, you know, it's pretty barren in a lot of places. I got to be honest with you, it really is. You know, very sparse. But you know, these Australians seem to think that it's the vice versa. They own New Zealand. They don't. They really don't. They don't. Believe me.
Mind, you guys start doing it like Russia and Ukraine, you know.
Well, I got to be honest with you, Milton. Even their Prime Minister won't pick up the phone to me anymore.
Yeah?
Yeah, well, I'll let you know why. I've discovered that geographically, Tasmania, that's the little island at the bottom of Australia, is actually
Right.
connected to New Zealand on a continental shelf that we actually own. Right? Okay, so I'm sitting there talking to Morrison, the Prime Minister, and I says, you know, Mr. Morrison, I think that we own Tasmania, and rightly so, we should be asking for back taxes from the day you started taxing people. We want them back. He hung up the phone on me.
Oh my.
What sort of politician is that?
Yeah. And you touched the core of his inner being. What you said was correct.
Yeah, well, I figure it was anyway.
Yes, that's what happened.
Maybe, yeah, okay. My production manager says maybe I'm the heir to the throne. Good segue. Good Tell me about heir to the throne, my friend.
Whoa, we are heir to the throne. That song is done by me and my brother Mikey General. And I was here to tell him the reason why I write that song is basically my story.
Okay.
For my work and sacrifice, there is a reward. So I keep focused and do what I love to do most of all. Life is filled with challenges. Many times I'm on the edge. Even though I'm frustrated, I know victory for me still ahead. I composed this song based on me leaving from Jamaica, coming to another place to live. It's like a renaissance. It's a rebirth of learning. It's another, your life go back from down to rebuild. You know, to try to tap into the place and tap into the character of different people. You know? Yeah. So, it made you go through some struggle, not suffering, struggle, to tap into certain areas, to know certain people, even about music. When I just came here, you know, like a lot of people, wow, Milton Blake here is like other artists that is in the community or in the area, knowing me coming from Jamaica, which is, you know, the land of the reggae, and the power that we bring, and the originality. Bands here who are in the singing our songs or singing the Bob Marley and the Dennis Brown and our local land, and knowing that I'm from the land and come here now, they were like closing doors on me. Like, you can't let Milton Blake come and play here, or, you know what I'm saying? There was a politics that surrounded me. So, what I did, I just didn't push myself on the scene. I leave it and let it rotate and gravitate and allow them, the people and the promoters, to reach out to me now. After people start to see and they're like, oh, wait, but we have a superstar living in our community. He's supposed to be, they start to talk now. Milton's supposed to be on that. He's supposed to be on that. He's supposed to be on that. So the people who are rooted and from the community, with the people who are promoted, start to say, no, if so-and-so going to play, we need an original person to come and play. He's here. What's going on? So that was a part of the song too, that struggle. So I said, I wouldn't take me this far and leave them alone. You know, I'm going to break all these barriers. And eventually I broke all these barriers. You know, till I have to start to guide a lot of these musicians, because I have more experience, you know what I'm saying? He would try to get the reggae playing with that feel and all that. You know, so I'm cemented now.
I get that, Milton. I really, really do. And I've got to give a shout out to Shaz Ford as well, radio star extraordinaire in her own right. Here, joining live is Milton Blake, featuring Mikey General and Heir to the Throne. How you feeling? You don't need a drink or anything? You don't need a drink or anything?
Yeah, I'm going to get some water and come right back.
Okay, my friend. Okay.
All right.
Gosh, it's hot in here. This is fun.
Hey Franco, thank you for joining us again. We actually would like you to reach, well, we've like you to reach out to Milton. I think he'd be great with Denroy and everything. What do you reckon? I'll introduce you. Nice, thank you for joining us.
Franco, nice to have you on board, my bro. And apparently Milton actually knows Denroy Morgan, so you never know what might have transpired out of this, my friend. Believe me, Milton is a huge, huge star here, much like Denroy is at Galaxy. He really is. Nice to have you on board, bro. It really is. Big hug to all the Kiwis. Well, thank you, Franco.
Yeah, back at you.
Yeah, I'm on. I'm back.
Now, I mentioned Denroy Morgan earlier on, my bro. And
Right.
let me explain why I mentioned this. Is I introduced Denroy to a friend of mine called Franco Nanucci, who is doing projects, humanitarian projects in places like the Sudan and also in Jamaica. He's building schools, he's putting hospitals together, libraries, stuff like that. And I introduced Denroy to Franco, and they got on really, really well. And Franco went over to Denroy's house and spent some time with him. And he does albums and puts artists on albums and puts all the money that's generated from that into these humanitarian projects.
Great.
Just wondering, may I please introduce you to Franco?
It's with all pleasure. I was ready to do those humanitarian work, man.
Nice.
They touch the core of me now. That's me right there.
Nice. Well, let me tell you, Milton, Franco and Denroy are both heading back over to Jamaica very, very shortly to get a project underway. Before that happens, I want to introduce you to Franco. Believe me, I do.
Give thanks.
This is a good cause. This is a good deal. You know what I mean?
DJ Grant. Give thanks, King Grant.
By the way, very shortly, I'm going to talk to you about getting you into a magazine, which I think is world class. It really is. Some of the experts in the game actually have told me that they think this is the next aspiring Rolling Stone magazine. So I was just wondering if I can interest you in putting in that magazine.
You know what? Why don't be my manager?
Right.
Why be my agent?
Well, we're connected. Let's put it that way.
All right, good.
Give up that child, I'm gonna reap what I sow. We are here to be strong, yeah. He will never leave us alone. Rastafari is truly great, yeah, oh yeah. We are here to be strong, yeah. We're here to be strong.
That's right, you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM, and Franco Naducci says, I have a surprise for you, DJ Grant. I love surprises. I do, yeah, you're tickling my fancy now, I like that, really do. Having said that, my friend, it is absolutely,
He's flying.
I'm elated to have you on board, I really, really am. And I am going to get Barbara to introduce you to Milton. He has told me that he really, really is interested in having a chat to you as well. So let's talk turkey very shortly. Let's do that. In the meantime, yes, you're joining me today live, coming out of Cleveland, land of Cleves. Okay, well, we're in New Zealand, land of Zeals, if you want to put it like that, really. Milton, we were discussing about getting you down here to New Zealand to play in front of New Zealand audiences. We do have something in mind once the borders open up and we can get things underway. But do you know much about New Zealand at all, or just that we might be sort of closer kind of to Australia?
Yeah, I don't really know much about New Zealand, to be honest.
Oh, good.
You know?
Oh, good. I love it.
You tell me to do some study now. I got to do a lot of studying about that.
Well, okay, let me start your education right away, because I love a fresh mind, if you know what I mean. We're made up of 3 islands, literally. Right down the very bottom of New Zealand is a little island, the only island in New Zealand that actually got a name. Really. It's called Stewart Island. You know, that's
Stewart Island.
Yeah, a nice manly name. We'll take you down there and feed you up on mutton birds down there. Then coming up a little bit, our next island, which is quite a large little island, I've got to be honest with you, is called South Island.
South?
South. Yeah, South Island. Guys, whoever named New Zealand didn't have an imagination at all to call that South Island. And of course, following south is always North Island, right?
Right.
Just
South and North.
Yeah, just no imagination. Well, we're on the east coast of the North Island, which is the biggest island of New Zealand. But we do have the Chatham Islands, which is in our sovereignty and everything like that as well. You know what I mean? We would love to show you around New Zealand, show you a little bit of our culture. You know, immerse yourself in a little bit of Kiwiana, if you want to put it like that.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen the movie Lord of the Rings?
I've never watched it yet. My son always watched that movie. He's a movie man. I'm a music, you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, well, you can tell
You want me to watch that movie? You want me to watch that movie, Mr. Grant? I will.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Okay, all right.
Well,
I'm writing it down.
let me
Lord
tell you why I want you to watch that. Literally, is well, the opening set and everything that you see at the opening of the very first movie, and it is a trilogy. There is, you know, more to come.
Right.
So, you know, once you start watching one, you've got to actually watch the whole trilogy. It's all there available for you to watch. But the very first set and everything like that is literally about an hour and a half's drive from our office right here. We can take you there and show you around the whole deal. It is fantastic. It is, really.
Oh. Wow.
Second reason why I want you to have a look at it is the producer, Peter Jackson. Sir Peter Jackson. I struggle. I struggle calling him Sir. I used to go to university with this guy.
Yeah?
Yeah, believe me. When I was doing radio, he was doing drama and movies and stuff like that. You know what I mean? And
Okay.
He's one of the richest men in New Zealand now. He's on the rich list, literally. And I know why. Back then, he wouldn't buy a beer.
He's saying everything.
Literally. Everybody's buying beers for him. I know why he's wealthy now. Literally. Money management, like crazy. He's also the man who put Weta Workshop and everything like that together. Did all the special effects for Lord of the Rings trilogy, believe me. And I got to be honest with you, Milton, once you start watching one, you really must watch 2, 3, da-da. You know what I mean?
I'm going to, trust me.
Awesome.
Sunday, I cook at home. I cook mostly on Sundays for my wife. And so after I finish cook, I'm going to sit down, have a little wine, and watch Lord of the Rings.
Very, very cool. Now, one other thing too, I must let you know, a good friend of mine, Gay Miranda, coming out of Norway, he's the manager of a band called Viking Queen in Norway. He watches these all the time, very, very, very close friend of mine. He actually wrote the score to Lord of the Rings.
Yeah?
And
Wow.
I must introduce you to him too. You'll love him, you really will. Having said that, I think it's all in the signs, really.
It's all exciting.
It's how you read the message. Tell me about the signs.
Whoa. Look for the signs. It's the end of time. Right in front of your eyes, man. Oh my God. When I wrote that song, I was saying, like, yeah, I see so many things happening. So many things happening around us. Every day, DJ Grant. These songs just come naturally. It's just like, because these songs, I don't even have to write them. They just come out of my head. It's like, because you're seeing these things, they're so blatant in front of your eyes. This song, to my tears, it brought me to writing this song. So much idolatry, sexual immorality, selfishness, lust, and greed, starvation, liars, and thieves. It's written in prophecy. So my people, please take heed. The beast is released. It's the ending of time. And these are some of the signs, because there are so many signs. But I just literally pinpoint some which I think is more vital to the point, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Some of the things that on us, man.
I know exactly what you're saying, my friend. I really do.
It's very sad, DJ Grant.
You're right, here at Galaxy 107 FM, joining us live with Milton Blake and The Signs.
Oh yeah, just read the signs.
Oh, gosh. How you feeling there, Milton?
Yeah, you need to get the dub. All right, when I send the CDs, you will get the dub cut for these songs. I have dub mix for them. You know.
Awesome.
So you get all the dub mix.
Brilliant.
So you can get dub by itself.
Awesome. Believe me.
So you will get those, you know.
I love it. I really do. I'm going to get you to give a shout out to the recording studio that you're working with, and your producer and stuff like that, if that's okay.
Yeah, but let me tell you something. If I tell you this, do you know it's me do all my work, like in terms of most recording and most of the songs that you're playing with me record them right here.
Okay, well,
Send me with him, I record him, send it back. You know, if you send me a track and say Milton sing on it, I record it, send it back to you. You do what you want to do, finish it, make it be a great sound.
Milton, as an engineer, and believe me, I've almost been in the game for about 40 years. I must admit, I don't listen to music as a fan would listen to music. I listen to music as an engineer or a DJ or even the sales pitch deal, you know what I mean? So
Right.
I really get in depth with music. And I can't fault your music. I can't fault the way it's been recorded. I can't fault the way it's been structured. I think damn genius, to be honest.
Wow. Thank you, man.
And bro, I have worked with some of the biggest bands in the world. And believe me, I'd be skiting if I told you a few of them, literally. But I listen to the best bands, the best music in the world. And as I said at the top of this, it's very rare that I find something that takes my imagination, takes my attention, makes me want to listen to more. And that's what your music did for me.
Thank you, DJ Grant. Wow. Man. As I said, I'm an indie artist. All right, let me tell you something. Just a brief two off the ear. I am one of these artists who will never get a manager behind me.
Okay.
I do my booking myself. Because I never try to wait. As I said, I even came from Jamaica. And I tell you before, is in a different place now. I just have to relaunch myself from my platform, you know. And as I said, so far so good, you know. So I do more things myself. My first tour is put on my first tour. See the backdrop here for it. This is my first tour. People need job.
I get it, bro. I really do. Let's go back to the desk.
All right.
Jokers, enough for themselves and down. Taking their crowbar. Is the end of time. People, these are some of the signs. I'm telling you.
That's right, you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM. And Tracy, yes, Tracy coming from Knoxville is asking, do you have a website? Can I go to your website, download your music? More importantly, do you have a merch store on your website, Milton, that I can buy product?
Okay, right now I'm rebuilding the site. I have someone working, so the site is working on where we can actually get things to purchase, all that. That's right now, I mean, as we're talking, it is looking after. So very shortly, I will let everyone know. But in the meantime, as I said, the Facebook is there, you know, and I have a thing name. If you want it, art that you can watch some of my shows, like the artist is called Artist Card. Milton Blake Artist Card, ARTISTEECARD, you know. But I'm saying, under the Google of Milton Blake, you will see all these different edits where you can click on and you see different stuff. Bio, the this, the that, you know what I'm talking about, you know. So as you know, everything is online. So the simplest way I can break it down is just Google search Milton Blake, and then you can check the other topics behind underneath my name, and then you will see everything. But for now, the website is working on, you know, and we're gonna have everything there for the purposes. If you need to purchase some songs from me, like straight from me, you can go on Bandcamp.
Yeah,
Milton Blake Bandcamp. Yeah, like Bandcamp.
Where
You need to purchase of my People Need Ya album and all that. You can go to Bandcamp.
we are very, very familiar with Bandcamp. We really, really are. Now, having said that, and believe me, I've got about 33 people right now all asking the same question about doing tours from around the world. Literally everybody from Italy through to, you know, Glasgow, through to England, down to Australia. Everybody is asking, Milton, would you be interested in doing tours? So let me just ask it like this. Having asked you to come to New Zealand and play in front of New Zealand audiences, which we would absolutely love you to do, we would also love to be able to take you over to Australia and do a few shows over there as well. And believe me, we do have something in mind very, very shortly where we're looking at putting together a festival, namely Dancehall Rhythm Summer, New Zealand. You know what I'm saying? We would love you to be able to be a part of that. Be with people like Amsalom, for instance, Denroy Morgan, the Morgan Heritage, the Marley family as well is going to be involved in this somewhere down the track as well, you know what I mean? So believe me, we would love, love, love to be able to bring you over here, including a number of people coming out of Uganda and out of Africa, which are outstanding reggae artists in their own right. They really, really are.
I appreciate that.
And we would love to be able to make one big family tour. But
all right,
we don't just want to stop at New Zealand and Australia. Now, we're looking at, and as I said to you, we are connected. We do have a lot of good friends in the businesses around the world that we are now knocking on their door saying, hey, listen, doors are starting to look like there's a bit of a future here. How about opening them up for us when everything comes available, and let us, because we're not sitting on our hands, we're not sitting there going, oh, woe is me, what are we going to do? We're actually working towards the fact of making tours globally. And, well, I do have some friends in Canada too who have a TV company, a TV series and everything like that. They work in, they are called Rise Up TV. They take bands and everything on tour around Canada, working their way into America, and have the same global aspects as we do, want to get behind us, want to do tours. Would you consider maybe hopping on the bus?
I'm ready. I'm in. I'm right on the front seat. You want me to drive the bus? I'm ready to drive it.
I love that. I really, really do. And believe me, the company and all the guys from Rise Up TV, big record, and of course Sony Music, The Orchard, we just love the tireless work that you guys do for artists everywhere. You really, really do. Thank you so much for your contributions to music. And I'm going to talk to you very, very shortly about getting you into this magazine as well. It's called Lazy Indie Magazine. And
Okay.
believe me, we put a young man called Vega Vibes not so long ago into the magazine. Huge hit, literally. And people go and check out past issues of Lazy Indie Magazine. You can find it on the interwebby thing. Just go and have a look. You will be fascinated. And by the way, go and have a look at an article called Round the Galaxy from us here in New Zealand. Believe me, international artists, not just Kiwi artists, not Australian, international artists in our columns as well. Check them out. They are fascinating.
No.
Are you familiar with the band AC/DC?
No, I'm not familiar with that band.
Okay.
Anybody?
No. No.
Um,
It's an Australian band, to be honest with you. It really is.
what type of music there? Like, what is it? Like, you know, over here, R&B or whatever. What type of music there? Rhythm and blues?
Rock blues, I would call it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's really good. That sounds good.
Well, believe me, these guys are famous. They really are famous. Honestly, I dare you to find somebody that, besides yourself, that has never heard of them. Go and ask your friends. Go and ask your friends. Ever heard of AC/DC from Australia?
AC/DC.
From
All right, I'm going to put them out.
Yeah. Ask them if they know the track Thunderstruck or something like that.
I'm writing it down. Thunderstruck.
Yeah.
All right, I will give you an argument on that.
Okay, well, let me tell you this. A good friend of mine who was the founder of AC/DC, yeah, I know, Donnie. I know. Believe me, Donnie Coulter said, rock and roll in your face. That is AC/DC 100%. And believe me, I've been the engineer for AC/DC now for about 30 years when they come to New Zealand.
Wow.
Dave Evans, the founder and first lead singer before Bon Scott, is a very close friend of mine. We put him into the magazine. Wow, blew up everything. It really, really did. So believe me, it'd be an honour to be able to get you into that magazine. I will get Barbara to tee it up.
All right.
Now, my friend, we've come to what I call the pinnacle of the show, the most requested Milton Blake song in the history of Galaxy. Milton, honestly, I can't get through a breakfast show without playing this track. And I want to know why, because people absolutely gravitate to it. I kind of feel that there's a little bit of a cover involved here. So tell me about Looking for Love.
Looking for love. First and foremost, many people don't know this. This song is a cover song, you know. It is done by one of those cowboy, let's say cowboy, Johnny Lee. How come about doing this song? Budweiser here in America did want a commercial. They sent to the producer and the Temper Obstacle album forward, Nuclear Agent, heard that album too, just like, and he grabbed them and he said, wow, we would need this voice to do the commercial for the beer company. They have their musician make a track, their type of track that they want, and they want me to sing the looking for love, in their style, as they have it. They send me all the sample of how they want it to be done. Those four lines. You know, they send the money, they send everything, the budget, everything we talk about, and now. So, in this room, I stood up tonight and I didn't call anyone urgently. So, I spent hours, I did it, set it to right, how they want it, because they sent me actually how they want me to do it. They sent a voice note, everything. So, I did the commercial, sent it back to England, then it came back here to California, to America. All right. They listen it, they send the approval. Here they love it. Okay, nice. After they said, all right, they'll get back to me. They have their board meeting and all that. So they get back to Pico, which is the producer, and say, okay, Pico, we think we're gonna use, we love the reggae vibe Milton did, but we think we're gonna use the original, that cowboys thing. So they actually didn't bother use my voice. But I still get my little pay. Anyway, with that being said, now Pico said to me, Milton, why not sing this song by yourself? Just sing the song. So he went and get the rhythm built. And he sent the rhythm. I said, well, you think the song can fit on this rhythm? I said, no, but actually, I'm not going to sing it like Johnny Lee. I'm going to sing it like Milton Blake. So I'm going to own this song for myself. And that's how I did the song.
Well, Milton, I got to let you know right now, you have 4,309 requests for it to date. This is blowing up our internet. I'm not kidding. I can't get through a breakfast show these days here at Galaxy without loading you in and playing through you. And believe me, everybody hears this.
I was looking for love in all the wrong places, looking for love in too many faces, searching their eyes, looking for traces. You're listening to Milton Blake on Galaxy 107 FM.
Yes, I'm looking. Well, DJ Grant, they're telling me something. When you guys take me to New Zealand, we're gonna have the whole place for ourselves.
Yeah, believe me, bro. All I can say is, if you're going to hook up with me, bro, bail money. Make sure you got plenty of bail money.
I said, why don't you be my agent? Be that man to take Milton Blake around the world. I'm ready to work with you. I'll give you a haul. See that? Here's it. Hands up to me. Trust me.
I tell you what, bro. I would be very, very honoured. Humbled. Very honoured.
Put the cuff on me, man. Take me with you. Put the cuff on me. I'm ready. I'm ready to roll.
But what I'll do is I'll get Barbara to put you in touch with the right people, and we'll do a deal. Okay?
All right. So good.
Believe me, bro. Process makes the thing work. You know what I'm saying?
True.
And I never have patience, unfortunately. I'm just not a patient kind of guy. I want everything today. I want it now. I want it delivered, and I want a pretty girl to bring it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, with you and Queen Barbara behind me in the road, we suppose we can take the world for ourselves, man. Because we have the materials.
Absolutely.
We have the materials, We have the materials, no doubt.
I'd love to introduce you to some friends of mine coming out of Belgium. You will love their reggae. You really will.
Oh, yes.
These guys are superb. Especially Prince Far Out. He's a wonderful guy. He really is. And we want to do a big gig over there, don't we, Barbara?
We do.
They are
He's got a new
Belgium.
track coming out.
Yeah.
Sky Blasters.
Yeah, the band.
I'm going to look them up on the YouTube.
Okay, well, Prince Far Out is in two bands there. One's called Camel's Drop.
Camels.
Drop. D-R-O-P.
Spell it word for me.
Camel's Drop. D-R-O-P.
Oh, D-R-O-P.
Yes.
The first word is what? Chemos? K-E?
Camels.
C-A-M.
C-A-M-E-L-S.
You don't talk properly,
Chemos.
Grant.
Camel.
C-A-M-O-S.
C-A-M-E-L-S.
D-A-L-E-M-S.
C.
C. C.
A-B-C.
Grant can't talk properly.
I can't talk properly.
No.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. But let Barbara text it to me.
Yeah, I will. I will.
Right.
And I'll get her to text you the name of his other band as well. Believe me, you
Right. I'm gonna check
fantastic.
them out.
Fantastic. Bush Baby.
Oh,
Love
yeah.
that track.
Looking for love in all the wrong places. Looking for love in too many faces. Searching the right, looking for kisses. What I'm dreaming of. Hoping to find a friend and a lover. God bless the day I discover another heart. Looking for love. Looking for love.
That's right, you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM. Such a pleasure to be talking to Milton Blake today. It really, really is, coming out of Cleveland. Now, having said that, and believe me, we've gone through all of the music, we really, really have. I'm just wondering, Milton, will you come back again? Will you release new music with us again?
For sure, no doubt. A matter of fact, any song after you hear, you're going to be the first station to play. I promise you that.
Wonderful, wonderful, because believe me, we would love to have you back again, doing some more interviews with you in the very near future. Now, I've got to let you know, folks, this is the last interview we're doing for about 2 weeks. I've got to be honest with you, Barbara does have a family issue that needs to be addressed, and we support everything that Barbara does. So please, please, hang in there, stay with us. I'll be doing the breakfast show as per normal and everything else, but no interviews for the next couple of weeks. We apologise about that, but it is for a very, very good reason as well. Milton, please don't go anywhere just yet, my friend. We're going to do a couple of crazy things afterwards, take some photos, stuff like that. Barbara's going to make them into a movie, and you'll get a copy of everything we do. Believe me, you will. But for everybody else here, I got to say how happy and how proud we are to be in association with Rise Up TV, Big Record, Sony Music, The Orchard, and also, yes, and don't forget, Milton, I'm going to talk to you about this, Lazy Indie Magazine. Yes.
Okay.
Very, very happy to be in association with each and every one of you guys. And to prove it,
Another Indie Artist Interview brought to you by Galaxy 107 FM in association with Rise Up TV, Big Record and Sony Music The Orchard.
for everybody that's been joining us over the last couple of interviews today, thank you so much for being there. It is an absolute pleasure to have you and to have your company here at Galaxy. If you're going to watch a little later on over there on YouTube, don't forget, subscribe, go on, I dare you. Do the thummy thing, get epileptic, and don't forget, notifications for when we have important people like Milton Blake come back again here to Galaxy. Have a very good weekend. You're right here at Galaxy.
Galaxy.
Yes, I'm looking for love. Yes, I'm looking for love. Well, I spent a lifetime looking for you. Single bars and good time lover were never true. Playing a fool's game, open to win, and telling those sweet lies and losing again. I was looking for love in all the wrong places, looking for love in too many faces, searching the eyes, looking for traces. What I'm dreaming of, hoping to find a friend and a lover. I bless the day I discover another heart, looking for love. Well, I was alone and with no love inside. I did everything I could to get me through the night. Don't know where it started or where it might end. I turned to a stranger, just like a friend. traces. What I'm dreaming of, hoping to find a friend and a lover. I'll bless the day I discover another heart, looking for love. Yes, I'm looking everywhere. I'm looking, I'm looking, I'm looking, find a true love. And you came knocking at my heart's door. You're everything I've been looking for. Now that I found a friend and a lover, I'll bless this day. You I discover I've been looking for love in all the wrong places, looking for love in too many faces, searching the right, looking for traces. What I'm dreaming of, hoping to find a friend and a lover. God bless this day I discover another heart.